Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to share with you the recipe of my favorite Pappa Roti buns or Mexican coffee buns. These are usually stuffed with butter, but this time I made a slight difference by filling it with chocolate and it tastes even better. So let's see how to make it. I started by adding all-purpose flour into a bowl of the stand mixer. You can do this with your hand as well if you don't have an electric stand mixer. I then added sugar, 1 egg yolk, 1 whole egg, instant yeast, and poured warm milk into it. Then I started kneading it on a medium speed. When everything was slightly mixed, I added the salt. I didn't add salt in the beginning because most of the times I've noticed that when the salt comes in contact with the yeast, the dough doesn't rise well. Once the dough had come together, I put in softened butter and kneaded it for another 5 minutes or so. After kneading, the dough will look a little sticky like this, but don't be tempted to add a lot of flour. I just added a little bit for easy handling. I took it out of the bowl and transferred it into another clean bowl with a little bit more of the all-purpose flour. So this is how the dough looked after adding a little bit of flour. I think I added an extra of about 2 or 3 tablespoons of flour. That's it. The dough is very soft. Now I let it rise in a warm place until it doubles in size. Now I'm going to make the coffee cream or the coffee butter that goes on top of the bun. For that I added softened butter into a bowl and whisked it a bit. Then I added powdered sugar into the butter and whisked it until everything was combined and the butter was smooth. And then I added an egg and combined that too. I had mixed coffee powder, instant coffee powder in a tablespoon of hot water and kept it ready. I poured that into the butter mixture and combined everything. And finally, I added all-purpose flour into this and mixed everything, and that's the topping ready. I'll then transfer this coffee butter into a piping bag. I didn't have a piping bag with me, so I added this into a Ziploc bag. That works well too. The dough has risen well. I'll punch it down, and it was so soft and so satisfying. I then made small balls out of the dough. I wanted each of the ball to be about 36 grams so that all the buns will be of the same size. I then piped the coffee butter on top of the dough balls in a swirly pattern like this. Make sure that there are no gaps between the swirls, only then you'll get an even crust on top of the buns after baking. I then bake these buns for about 16 minutes in a preheated 180 degrees Celsius oven. And this is how they came out of the oven, the whole house smelling beautiful, and the buns looking oh so lovely. Next time I will bake this in the middle rack of the oven because I baked this in the bottom rack and some of the buns were a little burned in the bottom. I then made a hole on one side of the bun with this coffee stirrer stick and filled it with chocolate spread. No, I didn't use Nutella. I used another brand of hazelnut chocolate spread. If you would like to know which brand it is, do let me know in the comments. I'll reply back to you. And that's how I made the delicious chocolate filled coffee buns. The buns turned out super soft and delicious. I hope you'll give this recipe a try. If you want the full detailed printable recipe, check out my blog savouryandSweetFood.com. Thank you so much for watching.